Toast. What do you have for us?
Don't know.
Some random thing?
Uh,
Just something.
I watched the Foolish Angel Dances with Demons, but they
The
translated it
devil or
as
whatever.
the devil.
Yeah.
So that was
Well, the
cool.
angel devil thing makes a little bit more sense in terms of like English the translation. But yeah, it is the foolish angel dances with the devil. It is a manga original. Japanese title is Oruka na tenshi wa akuma to odoru. So yeah.
Yeah,
This artwork looks familiar, by the way. Who Suimin Baka updates. Okay.
Sawayoshi Azuma. I don't know who that is.
Well, the manga itself is
Gyaku,
slightly different. Yeah.
the artist of Gyaku Rape Queens.
Oh,
What the
Okay,
wait.
fuck?
Nice.
Nice.
and service made Ayakashi Kan Yokoso. Sounds really familiar. But yeah,
Yeah.
Gyaku Rape
Anyways.
Queens. Is that what you're looking for, Inspire?
I There's like a couple of Suimins here, but I don't know if they're actually the right Suimins.
Girlfriend Kari. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, go on with the series toast.
So it's about this dude named. So apparently, there's a war between the demons and the angels and whatnot. And so we have our lead protagonist, Masatora Akutsu. Get it? Akutsu. Get it? Voiced
Yeah.
by Uchida Yuma, who, if you don't know, is the little brother of Uchida Maya. That's cool, right?
Yes. Uchida Yuma has been popping off recently. Like so before, like even I want to say about 4 or 5 years back, it was just like Uchida Maya all the time, and Uchida Yuma was just coming up. But recently, like he's been appearing in like every other series as the protagonist. So yeah,
I gotta say, he's got a pretty unique voice. He's kind of soft
yeah,
spoken and it's like kind of fresh air, so I can recognize him pretty immediately. And
yeah.
lo and behold, he's actually married to Hidaka Rina.
Yes,
That's
that
cool,
happened
I
this
guess.
year, I believe. This new year.
Oh yeah, name one role she did.
Hidakarina, the main character in what was it? SS Inuboku, right? So that was one.
Boku SS. Okay,
Ririchio, right?
I don't know who
Uh,
that is.
yeah. Anyways,
But yeah, so good
I
for
was like,
them.
name a role. Who? Who?
Yeah, so he's there, and he's a transfer student into class, and then he meets up with another fellow transfer student who I believe came to the school 1 month earlier, and that would be Amane Lily, who's voiced by Ayane Sakura. And if you know Ayane Sakura's voice, you can tell immediately it's her. It's just her doing
yeah.
Ayane Sakura voice. Let me just say, hot take, I prefer her Nagato voice, not her regular voice. Sorry, Hoshikawa Sarah. I prefer real Ayane Sakura voice. But yeah. And then he's transfer student, whatever, and then he meets up with Amani Lily, and she's like, "Hey, I'm a transfer student. Can you show me around and whatnot?" And then he saves her from a guess what? Guess what? Guess what he saves her from?
Herself.
No,
A demon.
That'd be deep.
no. There's an incident, and he has to save her. Guess from what? What is the most common trope nowadays?
A
Jewish
car?
space laser.
That's correct. A truck.
Oh, there you
Oh
go.
yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
saves her from a
Classic.
truck, and he accidentally reveals his demon side. So they meet up in the park, and she's like, "Damn, what are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm a demon. I've come to Earth to get help from I don't know to recruit someone who could I don't know like revitalize the demon army against the angels because apparently the angels are no good guys who torture and kill demons for fun. So we're like, we got to get a charismatic leader to help us against the angels and whatnot." Then Ayane Sakura is like, "Oh, that's cool, but guess what? I am an angel." and then they fight, and then she ties him up, and he's like, I can either kill you or you can become my servant. And he's like, no, I refuse. But then she forces a slave, a sorry, it's not a slave collar, it's a chained soldier collar on him because there's no
Sure.
slaves in the magic capital here.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, never mind. Sorry. Keep going.
I'll continue.
I was about to
It's
make a
fine.
chain. I was about to make a chain soldier
Go
reference,
ahead. Go ahead.
actually.
Go ahead, because no one's reviewing it, right? So go ahead.
Yeah, it's like how Maho Sehe no slave, which is chained soldier in English, got changed from the slave to the soldier because whenever whenever there are slaves in anime, we tend to ignore it for some reason or another.
It's
So
the woke mind virus.
yeah, that's
True.
true. But anyways, sorry, keep going,
But
Toast.
yeah, so she forcibly makes her his servant,
Hmm.
and they're like, you will help me do something apparently
What is this
because
something?
who knows, Spire? Who knows? That's a big mystery of the series. But apparently she's like an outcast of the angels, so she's trying to get
Okay.
maybe she's trying to get back into the angel army. Who knows? So yeah,
Hmm.
so she forcibly contracts him, and when he doesn't, when he tries to rebel, he turns into this creepy pervert guy who's like, oh, they do this whole S and M routine because her weapon is a chain and scythe. So she chained him. So yeah, so she's an S and he's an M when he's under the I guess the slave collar contract or whatever, and thus
Hmm.
wacky hijinks ensue. And so the series is a back and forth about how Amane Lily is trying to is forcibly enlisting Akutsu's help for some nefarious thing, maybe to get back at the angels. And Akutsu's trying to revitalize the demon army against the angels
Hmm.
because the angels are sadistic and whatnot, and the demons are apparently, I guess, the demons are masochistic. They just want to be left alone.
Wait,
That's the
wait, wait,
whole.
wait, wait, wait. Is that like a comedy thing? Like the demons are what is
I mean, there's a bunch of things where the demons are or the angels are posting on their social media accounts about, oh, we exercise this demon, haha, and we force this
uh
demon to run errands. So I guess maybe that's
what the fuck? Okay.
the allegory between the two races and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
that
not
is
sure if it's like an allegory
that's
necessarily, but
just
yeah.
ripping off Jashin Chan, just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, so it's a pretty. That's the series is about. It's a manga original. Is it? Yes, it's a manga original, and yeah, very cool.
Hmm.
Very cool.
S-
I pretty much like the series.
Yeah. So
Uh,
this is done by Children's Playground Entertainment. They did stuff like they did Faraway Paladin, which was like it was okay, but I think that was mainly the pacing was a little bit iffy, but I think that was like a disjoint between the original source material as well as the sort of pacing of the anime.
Let
They
me
did
ask.
also
You watched Faraway Paladin, right?
yes.
How was the CG in it? Because I have some qualms. Was that wonky
I
ass
for
CG?
I forget. I don't really know if there was that much CG in Faraway Paladin. But I don't think I really cared for it too much. Yeah, there was like not that much CG in general in Faraway
I
Paladin.
bring this up because this series in the first
Hmm.
couple episodes had some wonky ass CG.
I'm not too surprised because
Uh,
it's like this
the the
is
the
this
truck was
yeah.
CG when he went to when Amane was like, "Oh, I'm thirsty, get me a drink." Then he went to get his drinks and he threw some drinks at her because he was all like, "Oh, I've returned with your drinks, mistress. Here, I've warmed them up with my body heat." And he like opens his shirt and drinks fall out. Those drinks were CG. It was kind of weird. Um, when he was chained up, you could obviously tell the chains were CG because they were flat and had like one texture no
Mm.
matter when they moved. So I was like, hmm. I Also, in some certain places, maybe it's the version I watch, but could tell the there were layers in the animation. Like the
Mhm,
background was like this static layer, and then the characters in front were moving around, and there was an obvious difference how they looked.
mhm.
Oh, so you say it
But
had like weird parallaxing?
maybe because they did some wipes, like oh here's one scene, and then they wiped, and then there's a different scene, but the characters were staying still. I guess. But I So yeah, there's some weird ass CG in some parts, but it's not really that breaking because a lot of the focus is on the characters' movement. So that was like that's where they focus most of their budget there, and you can tell and whatnot. So it doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah, what else? I guess that's how it looks. Fight scenes, pretty cool, I guess. The way the characters are drawn, pretty cool, I guess. What
What
else?
about the so there's not that much like action though, right? Yeah, Big Rig. By the way, Big Rig was like, I was only listening. And I thought for sure the synopsis was Chainsaw. You know, I totally agreed because in this, so I was listening to Toast talk about it, and in the middle, I almost mistook it for Chain Soldier, honestly. But wait, can I ask? So can I ask real
So,
quickly, at least
but
first up about the opening ED, real quick
I
before we.
they're okay. I don't think. I'm sorry. It's not it's no creepy nuts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's
a little
okay.
bit
It's like
difficult.
it's
That's a
creepy
little
nut.
bit difficult
It's freaking
for the one.
overshadowed everything else in my head, and
Bing bang, yeah.
I don't.
But
Who's saying it? I don't know. I don't know.
this the opening is apparently Otoa by Taiyo to Odore
I don't
Tsukiyo
know who those.
Nyutai,
I don't know who those are.
and the ending is Gift by Ishihara Kaori. So,
I know Ishihara Kaori, but
s-
oh yeah.
but
What else
yeah,
did you want to ask?
audiovisuals, voice acting cast.
Okay, so the voice act cast is pretty. They're big. They're big here.
Yeah.
Amane Lily is voiced by Ayane Sakura, who does an
Mm.
Ayane Sakura voice. And Uchida Yuma
Wait a
is
minute. Can I talk about is one of the supporting characters really voiced by Nozawa Masako? What's happening,
I'll
man?
bring that up in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the main character is voiced by Uchida Yuma, who has a pretty unique voice, who does like
Yes,
pretty
yes.
soft spoken at sometimes. You can tell it's him. And then let's see. Then who was the guy? What's that guy's name?
Tanigawa Yuya is voiced by Umeda Shuichiro.
Yeah, that guy who you just mentioned is one of, I guess, their classroom friends because Akutsu and Amane Lily are in the same class.
Mhm.
Umeda Shuichiro sounds familiar. Who is he? Uh,
He's done a couple of protagonist things recently, if I
oh,
remember
he's
correctly.
this main dude in Zom 100. All right, I'll give him that.
Yes, 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 yes.
And he's
He's been up and coming.
the voice of the dog in Inukai-san's dog. Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. But yeah. Then Hirota Kensuke, another one of the dudes in their class, who apparently is a horn dog that has confessed multiple times to Amane Lily, is voiced
Nice.
by Shunichi Toki. I don't know who this is. I'm sorry, I don't know much about main or male VAs unless they're like cream of the crop. I don't
Most,
know who
I
this.
mean, both. If I remember correctly, well, again, we talked about Shichiro Umeda, but Shinichi Toki is a little bit. If I remember correctly, he is. I forget actually, because I know he had like a couple of supporting. Uh, what is it? Supporting roles.
Oh shit, he's the main character in Heavenly Delusion. What's it called? Your favorite? What is it
Heavily
called?
delusion.
Heavenly Delusion magazine, monthly
The monthly
magazine.
Oh,
delusion
yeah.
magazine, I
Yeah,
think.
so
Yes.
good for him. Yeah, but then his childhood friend slash girlfriend, who I guess is trying to like take, trying to go out with the dude, is voiced by Toyama Now. That's cool. And she has the Toyama Now character has a rivalry with Amani Lily because the dude likes her, but like
Hmm.
he's oblivious to the childhood friend's feelings. So the, the the rival love interest is Tan- Tanahashi Yuka. So they have this thing where like, oh, Toyama Now tells Ayane Sakura like, oh, you're so short and tiny, and then she's like, damn, you're fat. I guess that's their rival. That's their rivalry slash friendship because apparently that's how they portray girl relationships. They're always catfighting, I guess.
What?
So
So
true,
is
honestly.
this is this episodic, by the way, or what is this?
What do you mean? So the whole thing of their shtick is that they have this, I guess, Kaguya-sama like um what is it? Kaguya-sama like it's not diet. What's the word? Dynamic. Thank you. Dynamic where they're like where Amane Lily tries to get Akutsu to fall in love with her and become like her obedient slave and whatnot.
Okay.
So they're like flirty, lovey-dovey with each other
Uh-huh.
and whatnot. Like
Oh,
and
I
it-
get what
this
you mean by with the Kaguya-sama comparison now. Okay,
and
okay,
then
okay.
like he does the same thing back to hers. Like, oh, I'll never go along with your schemes. I'm gonna
Yes,
turn
yes, yes,
you
yes.
into like a fallen angel, and you're gonna help me with my schemes and whatnot. And this is where you brought up Nozawa Masako up in there because when they're doing their like, oh, we're trying to outflirt each other.
Uh-huh.
This is where the two weird characters you see, Chum, the cat faced dude, versus Joe, the dog faced dude or wolf faced dude.
Mhm.
They have this thing where they're having this mental battle. They kind of show up like stands, like behind them, but then when they're doing their flirty, lovey-dovey stuff, they're in a boxing ring, like Ippo style boxing rings, and there's like
Oh,
even
really?
announcer everything. So yeah, so you have Joe, the dog faced dude, and that's Nozawa Masako, but
Right, right,
and that's Joe is Akutsu's stand, whatever.
right. Oh, okay, 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 okay,
And then you
okay.
have Chum, which is the cat face, and that's Amane Lily's stand. And interestingly enough, Chum is voiced by Tanaka Mayumi. And if you recognize that pairing, that's literally Goku versus Krillin, or oh, I'm sorry, Goku versus Luffy.
Mhm.
So whatever they did to get those two in, that's pretty cool. There was even a moment where Chum did a Dempsey roll, and I was like, damn, Luffy's going all in on Goku and whatnot. And that's like, and I mean, and then I haven't even brought up like, what is it? The other like big names in here.
Yeah,
Akutsu's
there's
superior.
the
Akutsu's
general like
superior
supporting cast is very stacked.
is this demon named Liz. She's the one who sent him to Earth to find the candidate, and that's voiced by
Mhm.
Kugumi Rie.
Yes, Kugirie.
And you can tell it's immediately her, even though she's trying to do like an Onesan voice, but like no, literally Kugumi Rie.
Yeah, if she does like kudere kind of voice, or like something, yeah, if she does like a kudere kind of voice, then it's kind of okay. But then beyond that, it kind of ends up being.
Then like their homeroom teacher, this bald dude, is Yamaji Kazuhiro, who
Mhm.
voices the long beard dude in Spy Family. The what is it? The principal of the academy? What's his name? What's the academy name? I don't remember. Or I'm sorry. He's also Bang from One Punch Man.
Mhm.
So pretty obvious voice. And then there was this I believe it was like this other angel that shows up later, Amane Lilia, who's voiced by Ishihara Kaori.
Yes.
So like, damn, what these new these voice actors, you can tell them immediately. So yeah, a star-studded cast all around, even the supporting characters in here.
Can I ask how I guess you've watched all of the episodes. Is this only 12 episodes? It's gonna get a second
I
season, or
believe
what is it?
I believe I'm only on episode 11 right now. I don't think I've episode 12 hasn't aired yet.
Is it going to end in
I
12
believe this is
episodes, do you
only
think?
12 episodes. Yeah.
It's only
Is it gonna
12.
be like, oh, they're gonna run off into the sunset, or is it gonna get a second season, or what are your predictions here?
I mean, I hope it gets next season. I quite like this dynamic and the story in
Okay, so
this
for right
series
now,
quite a
it's
bit.
just gonna be one season, and then it's gonna be like the last episode is just they finish up the whatever remaining mini arc, and then they're just gonna run off into the
Yeah, it'll
sunset.
probably
Is
just
that?
be like more adventures to come, viewer.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, what else? Yeah, series pretty good.
All
It's
right.
a rom-com slash it's a rom-com that's a lot more tamer than a chained soldier, even though he's
Mhm,
like a slave to her, do her bidding and whatnot. But they have this dynamic where they try to romance each other because
mhm,
they obviously have feelings for each other in some way and whatnot. And then wacky hijinks with with other characters and whatnot.
mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Pretty good.
most of the battles is, oh, we've encountered this demon, help me exorcise it, or oh, there's an angel, I gotta fight this angel for some mysterious reason.
But
And yeah,
there's no how much action is there? There's not. Is there actual like action, or is it just
I
like
mean, what
them
kind
doing
of
clever things? Is it like a hot? I keep thinking like, are they like mostly just talking and doing like slapstick to solve the problems, or is it like some Hataraku sama situation where like at near the end of the episode there is actually some like
I
blasting?
mean, if I was I was talking about the flirting earlier, and they have the boxing sequence. Does that count as action to you?
Oh, okay, no. But beyond, like, there's no
Yeah,
serious like
because
action or
she's
anything like
going
that.
out to exterminate demons, and he helps her and whatnot. So yeah, they fight demons
Okay.
and angels and whatnot.
Okay. All
But
right.
yeah,
I guess what would you rate it?
I don't well, overall, I like the series quite a bit. It's pretty funny, very memorable voice cast. If you like
Mhm.
Ayane Sakura, you'll definitely like her sadistic, s- this sadistic character she's playing.
Yeah,
Some of the,
honestly, Ayane Sakura has been. I mean, again, and I've praised her for this before, but she's always been one of the most flexible Japanese, voice actresses out there, in my opinion. She can do tomboy, she can do like a regular like girl kind of thing. She can do, Shota kind of voice here. Just and obviously this sort of One-san kind of stuff too as well. It's just really good range all around, to be honest. So
yeah, fight scenes are pretty good. There was some cool Sakuga I saw, whatnot.
Sakugs.
Yeah, some Kino Sakugs every now and then.
Nier is
Overall,
already drooling.
overall a very pleasant series.
Okay.
I don't know why it's ranked 6.46 on Mall. What the hell? That sounds pretty low for what it is.
I think
What
it's
kind
probably
of
just lack of brand recognition
yeah.
on Mal's side.
What kind of humor is it like generally?
Probably slapstick slash manzai,
And there's
right?
some slapstick, slapstick humor, whatever, because and whatnot. There's the flirty humor, and whatnot. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh damn, this guy's being flirty. It made my heart skip a beat. But then it's like, oh, and then when they're having their stand fights, like, damn, he gut punched me. And then
Is
when
it
she,
like because I remember during the previews I kind of got like SYD vibes from this. Is it like dirty at all or
no, not really. There was a scene where like, oh, where the dude was like, oh, you have to punish me because his slave collar activated. He's like, oh, my butt hurts. You have to
Oh.
punish me on my butt. She's like, damn, I better kick your butt.
but they don't really like play up the SM stuff much or
There's some, but it's like
It's probably not like this on the same level as Mahoako, in my
I mean,
opinion,
no,
right?
I wasn't. I mean, my hawk was like fucking smut, dude. But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, I was just because I feel like the
Do they lean into sort of those sorts of
yeah,
themes?
because
Is
the
what you're
vibe I
yeah,
got
yeah, 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 yeah.
from the PV was
Not
kind of like
too much.
the whole dynamic was like the SM thing. But if it's
Not
not,
too much. It's mostly the flirty stuff, and then
okay,
the stand battle they have with each other. I guess that's why I
gotcha.
mentioned Kaguya-sama. What else? Yeah, I mean, overall, I like it quite a bit. Uh, the I guess um the biggest praise I can usually give a series like this is it definitely made me want to read the manga. Like, because this is a manga, so I definitely want to know what happens next. Good characters, good development, decent-ish adaptation, even though it has some weird animation spots that I've noticed. But the characters are drawn well, whatnot. A lot of the animation focuses on the characters, so which is, I guess, the most important thing. I mean, overall, it's a solid 9.3 out of 10. I don't have any qualms about it.
9.3 out of 10. Wow.
That's very specific.
What happened to the last 0.7 or so?
I mean, that wonky ass CG, my dude.
Oh, okay,
Damn,
okay, okay, okay,
takes
okay.
off a whole .07 points.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah,
I
so
guess any last words? Yeah.
it's definitely a high recommend for me for your
Okay.
romantic comedy esque hijinks this season. What else came out this season that was romantic comedy?
Quite a lot, right? I mean, as per usual. So,
Uh,
Yubisaki Torennen, I think, at least was one, right?
I watched that and I was like, oh no.
No, Yubisaki Terurin is not a romantic comedy. It has, I mean, it has
What
comedy,
was
but
there?
it's not heavy on
No.
comedy at all.
I think I'm thinking of Kekko and Yubi, the
Oh,
engagement ring
Kekkon
arc.
Yubisaki
Yubi
Terurin
no
is the
Muruga.
Deaf Girl.
It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I guess that's a rom-com. Yeah, I guess that's a rom-com.
You, I mean, I watched that and I was like, I don't want to cover this. I feel bad.
I mean, the Kekkon Yubi no Monogatari is just kind of like whatever. So, but anyways,
That's why I skipped that over for this.
yeah, I read that before and I was like, I don't want to watch this. Like, I'll cover it if I have to, but like, I don't want to really. But anyways,
Why Aspire? You don't like NTR? I thought you liked NTR.
there's no NTR in that series,
Are you
right? What are you
sure?
talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Do you,
I'm very
Spire,
sure.
Spire, let me ask you, how do you consummate a wedding?
With NTR.
Oh yeah, with
He
NTR, I
says, "Oh, I
apologize.
like you," but then these other girls come in, and he has to consummate a wedding with them.
Oh, are you talking about like because it's like the harem, like the wedding ring thing? Yeah, I guess that's NTR in a sense. Yeah, because it's like
But
in
Spire,
that sense that like every harem is NTR, right? Like
It
so,
is.
True. That's true.
You are
that
on
is
to
true. Yeah,
something.
GG.
but Spire,
Checkmate,
he
Auntie.
needs their
Yeah.
power. That's why he has to Kekko and Yubi them, even
Yeah,
though he likes this
I
one
can't
girl.
go UVI. Yes, he does have to use get the rings and stuff. But anyways, thank you, Toast. Again, this was Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. Again, also known as Orokana Tenshi wa Akuma to Odoru. Manga original came out pretty good. Done by Child's Playground Entertainment, who did like a couple other series, including the Forbidden Fruit of Evolution, that one Isekai series, as
I
well as
I will say that of their what is it? What's their children's entertainment studio, right?
yeah, Children's Playground Entertainment. Yeah.
Of their works, this is the best one, bar none.
Yeah, Faraway Paladin. I mean, Faraway Paladin was okay, but the issue was I think the source material was a little bit iffy, and it had at least a couple of pacing issues in
Yeah,
terms of getting transformed into a proper anime. So that was a little bit rough around the edges. Again, Fruit of Evolution. I think the source material was a little bit.
that,
It could
that's not good. It wasn't good.
yeah, yeah, but this one is definitely pretty solid. So if you do like this sort of stuff, again, something a little bit akin to something like Kaguya-sama, again, as you would say, please do check this out.